How you doing? Listen, I'm working on something interesting, I think, but I need a little time. Anyway, I got a request through the ether, so to speak. Someone's looking for a crew to take a score, but I don't know anymore. I thought maybe you'd be interested. Personally, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot barge pole because I don't know any of these people. But if you're interested, be my guest. I can tell them to come see you.
help you, sir? Very good, sir.
Boss. Remember, I'll do anything as long as it's legal. Ish. Oh, hi. What can I do for you? Quite a collection you've got here. Anything to keep you productive, boss. They're bringing your personal vehicle around right now.
Ready for a night of frivolity, sir? Quite the instrument, sir. Ask away, sir. Right away, sir.
Okay, I see you. That's a cool car. And check out who's gonna lead us right to it. My homie, King Tiny. Turns out the cops weren't into it when we broke him out before, and they got him right back there on charges of jailbreak. So, I figure we use the same strat. Hell, it worked last time. And he's gonna tip us off to another gangster's tricked out ride. Yusuf's gonna freak! Okay, I'm all for boosting our chances of success, especially when we're doing something this dumb. Now, Mission Row Precinct needs to be as unprepared as possible for this shit. Let's take out some of their equipment, like their gas masks, for example. Drop by the LSPD lockup I just sent you, and we'll take it from there.
Why don't you get an education, you piece of shit? Let's finish.
Motherfucker! This isn't
Once you find that first shipment, see if they got a schedule in there that tells us where the others are gonna be.
You really are a disgrace to humanity. Ah!
I'm working. All right. Why am I so bad at this game?
Okay, we got the locations of the other shipments all blipped up for you. Take down as many as you can.
Like I got blown up. That was mean. All right, let's see if I can fly. It was like we're making good time so far. Excuse me. So we have to remember, because we're using this, we need to find a helipad and land it correctly, or this thing will follow us everywhere and disrupt traffic. Traffic will disrupt traffic. Goodness. Apparently I can't shoot a missile.
Yo, that was great! Gonna be a lot easier without all their bullshit, am I right?
Go around. Like what?
Okay, so we're trying to keep this non-lethal, okay? We're not gonna kill a bunch of cops just for a car. And we don't want any trigger-happy cops shooting my friend by mistake. Now, I'm thinking we'll go in with a couple of stun guns. Now, I got the license plate here for a security guard's car. Should have loads of spares in it.
I started adjusting the audio while I was playing. Wow, Merryweather offers different levels of security.
So I'm thinking you might need some weapons once you're outside of the police station. Sugarcoat it. We're gonna need to get you some gear if you're going to survive this shit. A jailbreak is pretty high up on the LSPD's kill immediately list, and we don't want to go in there and start shooting cops just for a car. So let's pick up some tactical armor and gas grenades. I'm sending you the location of this IAA lockup where they've been selling a bunch of equipment to the highest bidder. Getting in the middle of that will get you everything you need.
That's insane. I died behind the wall like that. They never shoot in harmony like that at all. Let me watch that again. Like, yeah, I definitely got shot behind the door.
Are you giving me a look? Jesus Christ! What's that? Here I go!
rested, sir. I calculated that you enjoyed 70% deep sleep. Do you have a request, sir? May I help you, sir? Right away, sir.
There's the boss. Oh, hi. How can I help you? How do you choose between your children? They're bringing your personal vehicle around right now.
Okay, so we need to get you a tough car for the getaway. Tougher than usual. I heard about the auto shop sitting on a lot full of stolen vehicles. Probably some kind of gang working there. Sounds like they're fair game to me, if you can make it out of there. keep up with the 300R.
Hi. See you around.
All right, Mission Row locks down hard after dark, and
So, we need a police chopper. Now, my first thought was we just tune into the Weasel News, find the chopper chase, and go grab it. But then I figured stealing a helicopter on live TV was not the best start for a clandestine operation. So, we're gonna hack the signal box for the news feed they're prepping for later today. We'll be like an hour ahead of broadcast, but that's all we need. Okay, I see the chopper in the footage. Sending you the location now.
Okay, heli secured. It will be in position when you're ready to hit Mission Row.
Hey, later.
Okay, you ready for this crazy shit? Now pick up the police chopper and start making your way over to Mission Row. I'll call you in a bit, once I've done some breathing exercises. Okay, it's a simple plan. Bust into the police station without killing any cops, free my dude, get out alive, lose the cops, and get him to tell you the location of a unique and highly valuable car. It's a simple plan. I hope you're ready for this car, boss, because it's gonna be a killer. Now, my guy's got a good eye, you know. And he's not doing shit that lands him in jail, that is. Okay, just land on the roof nice and easy, like you're a cop that does this all the time. Nice landing, bro. Now, incapacitate any cops up there so you can keep going. Remember, you've got the key card to get you through the roof entrance. All right, let's roll out the next phase. Gassing the guards so we don't have to shoot anyone. Throw some of those gas grenades through the air vents. Once you're inside, remember, stick to the stun guns. I'm not taking a life sentence over a car. And we don't want no panicked cops shooting anybody because we're sloppy. My guy's in his cell on the lower level, but we still need a key. Now, once you got your hands on those keys, get them over to my boy's cell. He should be on the lowest level, aka the basement. The gas won't have made it down there yet, so be ready. Keep it non-lethal. You find the cells? Figure out how to get them open. If there's a computer nearby, it will take out the emergency locks. After all his escape attempts, they don't take any chances with him.
Hey, over here! You Jamal's partner? Then let's go, baby, let's go! Okay, The back door is the quickest way out of here. I've been memorizing the code everybody punches into that lock. Let's hit it. I got a chopper waiting nearby.
Oh yeah, did I mention that King Tiny has a chopper? Podcast must be doing pretty good, right? That's how he's getting out of town. You just got to get him to it. Yo, I can hear the sirens from here. Remember, we got those weapons stashed outside just in case things go south. Getaway car is still exactly where you left it. Or whatever you want to use to get the fuck out of here and over to Tiny's chopper.
Suspect spotted. I'm on it.
Get us away from 5-0. I'll tell you what's good with the car once you drop me off in one piece.
Anyone have a visual on him? Eye in the sky has no visual.
you good. We good, right?
See you around.
Nothing but respect, yeah, boss?
Hey, take care.
There's the boss. Oh, hi. What do you need? I'll take care of the food. You take care of the company. Have a good day. You take that tone with me again, I'll come over there and shove that phone up your... Hello? Hello? Ugh. We gonna make some deals? Hi there. What can I do for you? Anything to keep you productive, boss. You got a nice fleet, boss. Your personal vehicle is being brought up now.
Okay, you're going to steal a diamond shipment from Vangelico Fine Jewelry. Our client wants these rocks, but she won't pay retail price. I think we can help. Get over there. Everyone loves a hero, you know, but you don't have to do this alone. You found a crew to join up with? This won't be unnecessarily difficult. Looks like you're coming up on the jewelers. Don't rush in just yet. We're doing this calmly and methodically. Use the drone for some reconnaissance on the store, and to disable the alarm before making a move. Okay, now fly into the store. You're looking for a small control panel on the wall that controls the alarm system. The blueprints I've downloaded show the panel in the office on your left as you go inside. Deactivate it, and you'll have a short window to get the case without worrying about any outside interference.
of shit.
Got them? All right. Now get them over to our client. They know these diamonds will be hot, but there's hot and there's hot. Don't lead any police to the drop-off. Okay, watch yourself. We're visible to the competition.
Hey, you made the sale. You got the money running through the tills, and in a minute you'll have receipts for everything. Minus the laundering fee, of course.
Ah, good evening, sir. Do you have a request, sir? Right away, sir. The city awaits you, sir. May I help you, sir? Naturally, sir.
Oh my goodness, it's good to see you. Yeah, this one's special. This one's a GTA Plus one. I've been doing all right. I've been getting into some like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that. I've been playing Master Duel and also Duel Links. I made it to level 50 in Duel Links, so I'm actually pretty good in that. Yeah, but the game is like crazy with like limited time rares. So it's like especially Duel Links. The Duel Links is like there's only ways you can get certain rares. So like you have like if you don't buy the Winged Dragon of Ra, which is the washed version, you basically have to unlock it. For example. Oh my God, you have to have the time for that. It's not that it's not fun. It can be fun, especially when you're winning. It can be fun from a collector's perspective. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a different game from when you probably played it when you were a kid. It got a lot more. It gets a lot more complicated with like link summoning and synchro summoning, because those are like the two strongest ways of winning the game is link summoning and synchro summoning. Fusion summons still work, but it's likely to be eaten by a super poly. You like collecting cards? Me too. I wasn't a very good card collector though. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Okay, I'm starting to remember they released this card before. It's just with a different license plate. Same with Pokemon cards. You probably like Pokemon more than you like Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest. But I could be wrong. Yeah, for me, I just like the shiny Pokemon, and I did like collecting Pokemon cards as well. I never really got into the actual trading card game, but in terms of collecting, I did get into that, like on the shiny side. I wasn't very good at shiny collecting either, but it did happen. I think this car can be upgraded with like a missile, lock-on jammer and stuff. Well, that's cool that you found something to get into, right? They're gonna really make me listen to the whole thing. Not bad. What am I doing on GTA? So they added in a limited time collectible. And I was finishing up doing some CEO missions and stuff like that. I'm trying to also like finish getting to level 750. So once you get to level 750, you get like this golden globe around your character. So it's only like 2 levels off. Yep. I don't know if I can show you the license plate on here. Let me see. Here it is. Plate. So like here, this is a rare license plate. I can make it mine. But the words, if I take it off, I won't be able to put it back on there. Yeah, I'm level 700 and well, I'm level 747 right now. I'll be level 748 next. And so the fastest way so far for me to level up was doing the Securosef missions. I'll show you. Just give me a second. So, I'm sorry, it's not the fastest way, but the fastest method changes actually. But one of the fastest methods is the Maze Bank Tower. They give you like thousands per run, and they only take like minutes to do based on your location. So running a bunch of these missions and not failing them, because you need to be able to collect. You have to run these missions as fast as you possibly can on the Mark II Oppressor. And you will skyrocket in levels. However, in order to do these missions as fast as you can, you have to own more than one property. Alongside with, you have a limit to how many you can sell, so it's almost getting time to sell again, believe it or not. The missions change. So so some missions require you to go out to sea, like underwater. Some missions require you to go out to sea, but it requires you to take out a bunch of boats. Some missions require you to go to an auto shop and recover your stuff. You have to each mission costs you money to run too, by the way. It's a minimum of 2,000. And you can fail the mission by losing your product if you destroy it somehow. So you have to run a bunch of those missions in order to get there. And some of the other missions require you to like randomly find vehicles throughout the city using a tracking device and stuff like that. It's like, basically you're gonna want to fly through the whole thing, or you're gonna need some help. And then the sell missions also like help you level up a tremendous amount as well, especially during double experience. Ever since they added GTA Plus, they added like quadruple all the way up to triple experience. I'm sorry, triple all the way up to quadruple experience. But it could be double as well. The missions can be difficult depending on how equipped you are. So, for example, let's just say if the only vehicle you own is the Mark II Oppressor and you don't own any of the other CEO vehicles, like if you don't own a car for a CEO vehicle, or if you don't own a plane, the missions can get slightly difficult. The reason of that being is if when you're flying the Mark II Oppressor, as soon as you get seen, what's going to happen is, or if you try to hijack it, the vehicle that's carrying your cargo is going to take off. So the Mark II oppressor is the fastest way to the thing. So what happens is you have to have a backup vehicle to help you chase down the other vehicle when you spot it, and it won't get too far away, but it could be pretty tedious. But I just got done doing a mission, and now I'm deciding whether or not I want to buy a new car from the war stock to change out some of those other cars. There are a few other heists and stuff like that. They've done some changes to the game. Today was an update, in case you didn't know. They updated the game today. They made changes to Cayo Perico. They made some changes to a few other things, like the Quartz Center heist and stuff like that.
You do know that I've got 2 degrees, both in finance. Hello.
Let's see. I think we're good here, though. I think I just wanted to show you about this place. I was going to do the bunker missions. That's what I wanted to sell on next. Yeah, so they were quiet about updating the game to begin with, in my opinion. It was hard to notice anything changing out, but ever since they started adding more notable milestones like the mansions and the Cluckenbell farm raid and stuff like that, it became more obvious to people that they were updating the game. This game is at least 10 years old. Like, if you want to get technical, it came back out like sometime in 2013 on a 360. It came out sometimes on the 360. It's got to be at least 10 years old because it came out on a PS4, and that's a decade old at this point. It's old. It's very, 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 very old. But believe it or not, there are older games than this that are doing very, 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 very well, like statistically. Like, I'm talking like games like CSGO are still doing well. Games like Counter-Strike. If you go look at Palworld, even, that's new. I think Palworld came out in like, what, 2017? Palworld is still doing good with over a fan base of 500,000. It's almost been a decade since Palworld came out. I think Fortnite's over a decade old and still does well. Like, and I'm talking new games, but they're games even older than this, that older than those games that are still running. It's like like some of these newer games are really botching out pretty badly. For example, like the Halo Combat Evolved. Like, even though I think really what it is just that. Yeah, Palworld is almost 10 years old. It came out like 2017. I was looking this up because it's like I saw the detailed changes that they made with the game, and then it launched on PC and stuff like that, and I was like, what? I was watching another streamer play it. I was amazed by it.
How can I assist you,
Let me
sir?
see. We want to do businesses, and then we want to go to the bunker. I'll try to sell what we can in the bunker. I actually have money left over after making upgrades. I think if people still on like Left 4 Dead, I think there's still people on like League of Legends, for example. That's another good game that's been a few years old. Even though it's had its hiccup in the history. I think PSO2 still, I don't think PSO2 is doing good, but it did good at some point. It did good for 10 years. It's not just the itty bitty little games that I play that do good. Okay, yay, we got the Phantom Wedgers.
Okay, we need you to take this route to the buyer.
Which I still play PSO. It's just it's been a long time. I still play it on a Dreamcast, and eventually I will go back on to PC. It's just as of right now, I've been just like really drawn in with playing with some of the players on Dreamcast and really getting the experience of the OG Phantasy Star because I have a phone modem that brought it back up online. I'm still a fan of the PC version. Like, I really am. I even played Phantasy Star Universe. It's on my channel. I played Clementine. I like Phantasy Star. It's just it's sometimes other games pop up and things get in the way, and I end up getting busy, or other things ruin certain games, and then I end up taking a break. So, for example, I played a lot of the original Phantasy Star, but then I had to reset my character a few times. So I'm still in the process of recovering, like, lost levels and stuff like that. I did not know that they were developing PSO3. I'm mind-boggled that they said anything about that, or that there was any rumor of that. Like, I'm excited about it. Hopefully, this is a chance for them to actually introduce new stuff into the game and get a fresh start, because what they did with Phantasy Star New Genesis really pissed me off, and I'm not trying to be rude about it. I love Sega. I spent money to back that, and I still own games that they have to this day. It's just that they really pissed me off when not only did they really do you dirty with the character transfers, and I didn't have to have it, but it's just they didn't even put all the items in the game that were just as cool as the Japanese version. And it's also that, what else? I lost my train of thought because it's like I went off there for a minute. But it's a chance for them to give us a new start again. Now's a chance to introduce new items we never heard of before, instead of reintroducing items we had that we knew and fell in love with, and then they were like, knowingly that they were going to always come out with better stuff is not a good way to treat the game. Like, it's just not. We've all experienced this in PSO2. That's all I'm getting at. We've all experienced getting ultra rare 13, 14 star gear. Then less than a year, we had to go get more. Like, and then the gear didn't even last. It made you A tier if you didn't have the best of the best gear, in my opinion. And the difference between A tier and S tier is a gold medal and a silver medal. They're remaking Jet Set Radio. That's cool. I think people fell in like we had so much more detail with the original Phantasy Star. Like, I don't know if they added back support partners in the attraction to support partners, for example. And I mean like the NPC support partners, and how like we used to be able to increase the friendship meter and stuff like that, and they would give us gifts. I don't know if they bought that kind of stuff back into the game. But the change in characters and like how they got rid of Matoi and stuff like that, I don't think that sat well. How they added some new characters, but a lot of them just disappeared. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm talking out of my mind. But, you know, maybe I'm not being unfair, because, you know, it's not just that, but like, let's also take it one step further and talk about Debump Team, right? Like, let's talk about other community members that have high levels of education that didn't even get a role in the community as an ambassador or moderator, knowing that this was going on in other gaming communities such as Xbox, etc., etc. And I can even throw Adventure Quest Worlds in there. Like, they were communities that host, and even Twitch still has an ambassador program, even though it's like it felt like the ambassador title was being thrown around like crazy. I need to switch vehicles. I'm messing up. Okay, no, something's wrong. I have to fly back the other way. But all I wanted to get at is they didn't really offer community positions. They pulled a Halo Industries move and started yanking roles out the community and thought that people weren't gonna get mad. And I mean, like, look, they even gone up and hosted this program where they were following other streamers. ask G, like, have you checked about GM's situation? Like, he doesn't even seem happy with the game, and he's followed by them. There's no user input on what's going on from my perspective. Like, he hasn't been really hosted by Twitch and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to throw people under the bus, but it's just like, there's a reason also why games aren't failing, just because there's a reason why games are failing, because but it's not just because of a lack of certain features. It doesn't make any sense how it took till New Genesis for him to get the love and respect that he deserved. Yeah, he doesn't stream anywhere near as much as he used to. And that's likely because you likely to undergo some type of heat for trying to stream. He's got like over 10,000 hours playing Phantasy Star, and I think over 10,000 hours streaming. So you likely to undergo some type of heat from somebody trying to be just like you or something like that. Not really a secret anymore these days that like people were just like the stats are kind of getting padded in some way. It's just how hard are you doing it? Yeah, he's got a VTuber avatar. He is definitely a different change from what he used to be, right? He used to be like a little robot Gundam, and then he ended up using a VTuber avatar. It's a change of direction for sure. A lot has gone on throughout the last decade, from 2015 to 2021. A lot has changed. A lot of the developers you know and loved are gone. And again, I think that's also a factor in for like Halo as well. I think that they wanted to bring back Marty O'Donnell. I think that they wanted to bring back some of the members of Bungie because they still love their job, but at the time they had to do what was best for business and tried to keep it professional. It sucks that a lot of people get let go and a lot of people don't get put on with their favorite games that they love and support in the community for so long. It's just, it's really painful to see, for example, like someone that's brand new to a game get put in leadership position, or brand new to a community that has no experience whatsoever, gets put into a leadership position over people that have been there for years on years on years on years, and it would arguably have the equivalent of experience. It affects how things work. I just personally think sometimes it's just based on, it's not even just how they treat certain community members. It's also just like based on the amount of people are getting smarter. People are getting smarter, in my opinion. People are able to determine, look, if I'm spending hundreds of dollars on this video game, which is like the equivalent of my network service provider, which provides me like a large amount of bandwidth and arguably at times comes out to my house and fixes things, it just feels like they can definitely shove more content out the door for certain video games.
I believe, is everything sold. Next time you see those weapons, they'll be on the news.
Again, another example is some of those games that make you gamble. Again, they make you gamble, and then they make you wait weeks and weeks and months for more content. I think that again, but they easily eat up hundreds of dollars in like a single day. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I sat here for thousands of hours and think I figured out all the gaming industry's problems. I could be very, very wrong. You could bring on certain members to a community and things still not change. Right? You could bring someone like me in the community of Phantasy Star and things might not change based on how leadership is working, or just based on like who am I compared to other people that are even older than me in the community. We'll just have to wait and see. I think that with the news of like Kingdom Hearts 4 going to the Nintendo Switch, right? I think with what else? With the news of PSO3 coming out, I still think there's like rays of light and hope in the gaming industry. I think it's just going through a rough time right now. I really do. I think that again, there are some factors again that people are just not willing to accept these days. Like again, back in the day when 1996 or in the early 2000s when you bought a gaming system, you might have bought a couple accessories for it and that was it. But these days they want more than just a couple accessories. And it'll drive you crazy and broke because the game not even working that well at times. Our tolerance for what was broken has changed alongside what we're asked for these days. Again, I still think they're rays of light. I think Star Fox did well. I've been looking into some of those good games. Like I think Donkey Kong did well as well. It sucks that some of the other games that I love that didn't come out. Like I think they canceled Perfect Dark remake. That sucks. I think that they've been struggling making Fable, which is also garbage. Because I've been waiting years to play ever since Fable 3. Like I still got to go back and play Fable 2 apparently. So hopefully they get Fable out the door. I think you'll like Fable. I could be very, very wrong. It's another RPG game. So, Nim, for me with these microtransactions in Yu-Gi-Oh, it feels like I always for example, like now that I'm at Platinum High and well, I'm not Platinum High right now in Yu-Gi-Oh. I got demoted to Gold because you reset every season, but like it feels like in order to get past Platinum High, you have to use. It feels like you have to use one of the newer decks, or you have to use like you have to mix some old overpowered deck with some brand new cards that have not been balanced in the game yet. Like it feels like you have to use the latest and greatest stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh that hasn't been balanced yet in order to get to the higher ranks. But I could be wrong. I felt like I didn't really stand a chance. Like I feel like I still don't stand. So it's at Platinum where you actually start demoting for losing. It's impossible to go up from there. So it feels like you're going to be forced to switch, not only switch decks. So what does that mean? You're not going to be able to use a single deck to carry you through. But again, it feels like you have to constantly evolve with some new cards. And they come out with them for a reason. So that's my opinion on that microtransaction business. And again, and this is supposed to be a kids game, so kids who don't always have the money to afford these new cards that rebalance out the game, for example, like these new, they come out with new cards that rebalance the game. They really do. And that's what eats in. It's not just about the redesigns. They've reworked ways to use mystical typhoon. They've reworked ways to use. They banned Pot of Greed outright, which is a simple and a very effective card. It's so many different things that can change the game. And make you spend more money. Like they came out with the overframe cards. Before you had the royal cards that you had a 1% chance of getting. Now you have the royal cards with the 1% chance. And now you have the overframe cards, which you have a limited time of getting with the 1% chance, which are less valuable, but just as rare as the royal cards, the ones that are shiny like diamonds. So that's where it's just like, okay. You can see why Power World's doing well. I got distracted. I was about to buy a card and I got started ranting and stuff like that. I just wanted to stream for a few hours and check up on everybody. I'll probably play Phantasy Star again the next time I go live, Nindem. So I'll give you something to look forward to. If I won't play Fantasy, I'll probably play Phantasy Star and then Adventure Quest Worlds because it's been a really long time. They've been updating those games as well. They've updated some of the hardcore quests in that game and added some classes. They take weeks to get. They're really starting to chew into your daily life at this point with some of that stuff. Including this game. Yeah, there used to be a time where DLC used to be free. Like it was an addition, like as a missing piece to a game, and you would just be able to download it and update it. The early 2010s being a good example of this, where you would download Call of Duty and stuff like that on the 360 and stuff like that. You would definitely get some free map packs and DLCs like that. This was the early 2010s and stuff like that. I do miss those days with that kind of content. I think like games like Street Fighter offered a lot of free DLCs with the cosmetics and stuff like that. Yeah, they really did do it back in the day. Bungie was also known for doing this, and I don't think they offer very many free cosmetics these days, unfortunately. Yes, Street Fighter has they had a few free cosmetics back in the day. They weren't at the start, but they've gotten out free over time with the addition of like the Street Fighter Plus arcade editions and stuff like that. But we're talking early Xbox 360 lifespan. Like we're talking the Xbox 360 times. This is during the so for the record, Xbox Live Gold isn't around anymore. We're talking about during that era, the Xbox Live Golden era, where they would offer free DLCs in some form. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, the game would have came out free on Xbox and PlayStation at some point, probably Street Fighter under the Plus section, and then they updated their terms of service to where you now have to actually own Xbox Live membership in order to play those games. But they really did used to be free back in the day. Yeah, I think it was like Street Fighter 4 or something like that, where they offered some free DLC. If it wasn't free to launch off with, they made it free later. But these days, Nindem, the DLCs aren't even free after a decade, damn near. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. They would go free on the Xbox at some point. They're not going free like they used to. Like they really started to they pick up the monetization on that stuff, and it makes a difference. All right, but I'm gonna call the stream here for now. I just wanted to play for a little bit, and it was really good to see people stop by. I might go back live later tonight. I don't know, but what I do know is to look forward next to the next stream is some Phantasy Star, some Adventure Quest Worlds, or maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to do 100,000 hours, 10,000 hours of GTA on some nonsense. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be that juvenile. Excuse me. But that will be it for now. I'm really grateful that people stopped by today. Seriously, thanks for watching me. As usual, whether you watch me live or in the past broadcast, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me and it means so much. It really does. Especially those who've been with me for like a decade now. Like really, like, you know, you've earned your spot as a friend on a friends list. If people aren't calling you a friend after a decade, especially when you've been involved in their community, that's a shocker to me. That's a moral shocker to me personally. It is. But seriously, I'm grateful for everyone that stops by and says hello. Seriously, thank you. I will be live again probably sometime during the weekend or something like that. I don't know, but I will be live playing some game like Adventure Quest Worlds or Phantasy Star. I'm confused, but I'm about ready to switch over to those games right now, but I've been streaming for a minute, and I'm a little bit tired too. So, yeah. Take care.